Alright, now I'm back doing some videos. My job this afternoon, or one of my jobs, change this fill valve. While we're here, we're going to change the flush valve as well. I was going to attempt it just... do you like that bit of... Can you see that nice bit of duct tape on the soil pipe? Yeah, quality work. Anyway, I was just going to attempt it from here. What I'm actually going to do, I'm just going to slice that, lift this up, then we've got access, just put a little bit of silicone back. It's going to be a lot easier for me. Let's do that. Right, so I've already arrived here. I believe the customer has isolated it, but you don't know that, so double check, okay? Right, so at this point, I'm starting to notice, I was only asked to change fill valve, and I said, should we just do the flush valve? I don't recognise that at all. I don't even... That bit doesn't seem to move. If the flush valve is fine, I might just keep the flush valve as is. Now, might not be the best video because obviously I need to get in your way because I need to see what I'm doing. But you'll have seen me there, so I'm tightening that little plastic nut onto the brass shank on the bottom, yeah? You don't need to over tighten that because it's not under any pressure, okay? Just tighten it good. This is not pressurised, okay? That connection to there matters. That one, you just need to make sure it's tight, not over tight. Right, now we find out if it leaks. What don't I trust on this? I don't trust that connection there. I want that tight again. I don't particularly trust that. That's all right. I bet that leaks. I'm just... look. Bloody knew it would. Ah. All right, so I'm just going to try and tighten that a little bit more. I might need to wrap a little bit of PTFE around there. You shouldn't have to, but I might have to. So let me go and sort that and I'll come back to you guys. Alright, I might not be able to film it, but there's one thing I've learned over the years. It's not worth pissing about with that, okay? All I'm going to do, turn the water off, yeah, pull off that push fit there, stick an ISO on there, yeah, a little bit of copper, flexi. Yeah, these cost £2. Why am I wasting my time trying to repair what I don't even consider a good connection anyway? So, let's do that. Alright, so look, there you go. Okay, that's the flexi to there. Don't get me wrong, in an ideal world, I'd love to do a hard pipe. But, look, I think we all know which plumber I'm referring to, Mr. Plumber. I love your videos, right? But we're in the real world here, and we use flexis all the bloody time. All right, it's a moment of truth. Should we see if all that was worth doing? I think it was. Let's just turn that on there. Right. Make sure that stops again. I've got to stop dropping stuff. All right, that is a little bit tight against there, so I've just got to move that a little bit. Now, luckily with these ones, you can just move the head. So. That's not popping. Right, I'm still here. Still haven't managed to undo that yet. I've got a cup of tea though, so things are looking up in the world. This is a pig. It's an absolute pig. I can't seem to move that at all. I think I'm just going to have to try something, ain't I, really? Right, where's our update? Here's our update. We have a cistern. Okay, I finally, with a little bit of swearing involved, I got that off. That's nice and clean now. So what we're going to do, I'm hoping I can reuse this. Otherwise, I'm going to have to go and fetch one. This is a bit of a stupid one, to be fair. I don't really like it. Anyway, we're just going to fit our new flush valve in there. Let's hope for the best. Let's see what happens with this. I might have to go and fetch a new one. Right, what you might have noticed upstairs, if you've got a keen eye, is This is 1.5 inches. The old flush pipe was 2-inch, right? It's got a 2-inch adapter, so that's fine. That wasn't the issue. The issue was the old flush pipe didn't fit in there. I had a flush pipe on the van, yeah. I had that on the van. What I didn't have was this bit, the coupler, basically. So I've just gone screw fix, £2, yeah, but I bought some spare for the van because that's going to be handy. So now we're just going to basically just redo it new. So we cut this down to size. Obviously it doesn't need to be that big because it's not that big. And then I'll just show you it, and then we should flush it, and then we should be away. What a palaver. Alright, so that's back on the wall, yeah. I know I always joke about not being able to read and write, so I don't use a tape measure. I don't that often. Flush pipe, this one. Do you know how many of these I've cut short? I'm sure if you're a plumber, you've done it and all. I've cut so many of these short. So, just use the tape measure. Yeah, try and get it accurate. Overcut, you can always cut more off. You can't cut less off. Okay. Alright, I was going to end that video with, here's the end result, and that's how you turn a 5-minute job into a 2-hour job. But I still haven't even won it, okay? I was getting frustrated. Matey boy doesn't need his toilet until, well, he's got other toilets in the house. I'm going to go back do it on Saturday. So I just, okay, there's my lesson instead for this video. If you're getting frustrated, just walk away. Just walk away, Renee, okay? Because you just start making mistakes, you start doing silly things. It's not worth it. So, yeah, I think I know what I need anyway. I was mucking about with 1.5 inch and 1.5 inch outlet. I need a 2-inch one because the 2-inch outlet and the 2-inch flush pipe are designed a bit better for the low-level bloody concealed cisterns. So that's what I'm going to do. Hopefully I'll upload a video after Saturday and it's like, wow, look at that, oh, I've done it, yeah, happy days. But there you go, lesson learned. I was trying to muck about with something that I probably knew weren't going to work. I've done it 100 times. Why am I still trying? Because I'm a muppet. See you on the next one.